welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a new series and it is called Throwing Shade. This is an idea that Jessica came up with. She came to me with this idea and I absolutely loved it, and we started to come up with categories, and then somewhere along the lines we decided to go ahead and add a bunch of people. It was something that Jessica was thinking about doing and I was starting to think about it more, and so now we've got a wonderful group of women that are doing Throwing Shade with us. Now, there is no end date for this. This is something that is going to be an ongoing thing, and I think that it's absolutely perfect to fluctuate our makeup. And what this is basically is we pick shades out through random.org, and whatever number comes up compared to the Google Doc, that's what we do. And the Google Doc link will be in the description box below so you can see all the categories. So if you have any ideas for extra categories you want to see, just leave it in the comments below and we will be more than happy to go ahead and add them. And of course, y'all are welcome to join us for Throwing Shade. Now we're all supposed to pick 5 to 10 shades. I know that Jessica chose 10, I believe, and I was chicken. Yes, I was chicken, and I chose 5. Now, these shades, there is really no goals for them. It's just to use them in some capacity, and then whenever we come back next month, we're going to show you pictures of how we used them and how they worked for us. There's no goals to hit pan, use up, or anything. Now granted, it might happen, but that's not the goal here. And I'm just really excited for this. It's a way to not only pan, but to remember exactly what we have in our collection. I know already, just picking my categories and going through my collection, I just forgot some of the things that I have. I was telling Jessica today, it was like, oh, I missed that palette, or oh, I forgot I even had that. So it's very useful, so I encourage you all to go ahead and join in. So I'm just going to get started. Obviously, I went ahead and I picked my categories off camera with random.org. If you guys want me to go ahead and film that next time, I will, and I'll just throw in the clip before I go ahead and pick it, because let me tell you, to pick the eyeshadows, it's tough. It can be really tough, considering all the project pans that we do. So the first one is number 127, and that is the Dark Night, which is a dark shadow. And I chose my Carly Bible palette. I am trying to slowly pan this as well. So some of these shades you might see in other projects. It's not going to be all of them, but you get what I'm saying. And I chose this last shade right here. This is a very beautiful shade. It's like I am not very good at describing things, but that is what it looks like right there. It's a really nice, like dark maroon type of shade. In fact, this is what I have in my crease today, and I absolutely love it. I have it actually as a mix of these, all 3 of these shades, and I just love how it just warms up the look. The next one is number 168, and that is Ocean's 11, which is the 11th shade in a palette. I was originally going to do the MAC Mellow Moderns palette, but my mistake was I looked it up online instead of looking at the actual palette, and that was the wrong shade. So obviously I had to go ahead and go back into my collection and see what I wanted to add. And here is a palette that I absolutely love that I haven't used in a really long time, and that is from the Naked Smoky palette. Whenever I originally got this and wore this a lot, I said I always thought that this right here should have been the first Naked palette. I love this so much more than the Naked palette. And the shade that I chose is this one right here, and it is Combust. And as you can see, there is a dip already. Again, this was before Project Panning. And I just think that this is just a perfect transition shade for me. And it's that shade right there. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then the next one is number 3, and that is Loosey Goosey. Don't you just love some of these names that we came up with? Loosey Goosey, I think, was mine. And that is Any Loose Eyeshadow. Well, I do have this one right here. This is a MAC pigment, but I did press it. And this is called Kitschmiss. And it's this shade right here. It's so beautiful. It's like a light purple shade. Now, if any shade at all is going to be gone, it's going to be this one. But even though I pressed it, there is a lot in here. This is just one of the samples that I ended up getting at MAC. But even just a sample, man, they give you a lot. And I just love the glittery purple shades. So I knew that I wanted to go ahead and put this in here. The next one is number 5, and that is Candy Shop, which is any candy or sweet food. And so naturally, you guys probably should already know which brand I went with, and that is the Too Faced chocolate bar. And I decided to go with this shade right here, White Chocolate. If you guys have been following me along with in my Project Panning adventures, I use Divinity to set my concealer underneath my eyes, and I'm really curious to see if White Chocolate would do the same. I know that it is less of a creamy shade. It's more white, obviously, so I am a little bit concerned that maybe it'll be too light, but I'm gonna see. Again, it's that shade right there. Again, this is not about panning or anything. This is just about putting use into things. And the last one is number 79, and that is Welcome to the Jungle, which is a jungle theme or color. And I went with the Urban Decay Ammo palette. And I'm choosing this shade right here, which is Mildew. I figure, you know, green, that just screams jungle. That's the shade right there. So I'm thinking maybe my lower lash line or something. I'm thinking that that would probably be the best way to use that. I don't know, we're gonna see. So an idea that I came up with is we're gonna go ahead and create a look with just the shades that we go ahead and pick every month for throwing shade, and we're gonna incorporate it all into one cohesive look. So hopefully that'll be fun, because you never know what category you're gonna pick, and yeah, this could be really fun. Some of us may do a tutorial with it. Some people might just post it on Instagram. Some people might go ahead and just post a picture and the video next month for the intro for the next shades. Now, this time I only picked 5. Maybe next month I'll pick 10. Who knows? Who knows what I'm going to be doing? Every month might be different. Right now, I'm just going to start out at 5. So again, be sure to go ahead and check out everybody in the description box. And feel free to join in and let us know if you want to go ahead and join in into the craziness of us. And the Google Doc will be there for everybody to go ahead and enjoy. And yeah, So I hope to see you guys next time.